Hello YouTube, we're going to put a handle on here, and I have this as straight as you could ever get it. There's a lot of spot bolts on there. Yeah, the bolts probably sits about right here. We're going to wrap some string around here, that white string, to make this even. Then we'll start wrapping some paracord, which we took the center out of, so it lays flat. Then when we're all done, we'll super glue it to hold it, and then we're going to brush some epoxy on it, or spray it with some clear spray paint. Something so when it gets dirty and greasy, it don't soak in. So we haven't decided yet what we're going to do. We might take a sample of this and spray it with some clear paint and see what it looks like. Because that epoxy gets sticky and it never does completely harden. So here we go. We'll bring you back in a few little clips down then. And this is that punch I made. See it? It's about 4.5 inch handle. Here we go. Okay, that's close enough. We got a little drop of super glue there where it ended, so it doesn't unravel, and we're going to start wrapping this around. Okay, this all experiment, hope it works. I want it bigger in the middle, so it kind of humps up. So here we go. We're going to wrap it, see if we can go across that twice, see what it looks like. We can always add more. Remember, we can't go past this washer bigger. We can't go bigger than this bolt head. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for more wrapping. Okay, we went across this once and came back and stopped here. That's because we ran out. Remember, this is going to be sanded after it's epoxied, so it's not going to be perfect. The epoxy has to soak in, and then when it's all cured, it'll be sanded and shaped a little bit. So we'll wrap some more on here. And when we stop on the end, we put some super glue. I can't get that to turn, but trust me, there's super glue on the end gluing it down. Maybe I can get it to turn. See that? Super glue. There we go. Okay, we epoxied, let it cure, took it to the belt sander. We got a few frayed fuzzles we just kind of burned off with the lighter. We're going to spray some clear spray paint over those. If I had shellac, I'd use that. We're just going to use clear paint, so we'll be back after doing that. Well, it didn't take the clear real well, and see where it's wore into the paracord I wore through the epoxy? See where it's shiny, then it's rough. Kind of nasty, but it's going to be a working tool, so we're just going to go with it. Was a fun experiment though. The epoxy is just too shiny and slippery. So we thought we'd sand it down, but I don't think it soaked in the paracord as much as we thought it would. Because it was exposing the paracord, making all them fuzzles. Is that what you call them? Like dryer lint. But I want you to see it, the best you can. But it's going to be a working tool. So we're going to go with it. It's going to get worn down, grease on the handle and stuff like that. So, there. We're just going to call it good enough for a tool. What do you think? I think you'll agree. It's not going to a show. Trying this different background. Here, let's try this. See what I mean? It's kind of a little bit sticky. But it gives you something to grip on when you're pounding a punch. Try it right-handed. Not to say you could use this as a weapon, but you probably hit somebody better trying to poke them with the dull thing. You ever call that good enough for this tool? So thanks for watching. We'll take a picture of it even though it looks nasty.